It was a story about like how a really long-lived snake, if they maintain like 100 years, they become a dragon and go to the sky, like that kind of story. The kind of story that the parents usually tell a kid like when they go to sleep. I'm Huhi, and I play mid lane for CLG, and my pocket pick is Aurelion Sol. Well, when I first saw it, I thought it was really cool. Like it had its unique style of playing, because it was a mage champion, but it's really different because you have to value positioning a lot more because of its kit. It was also around the MSI time that it came out, so I was a little bit sad that I didn't have more time to practice it, but I still wanted to play a lot because it looked so cool. The first game of MSI, I knew that I was going to pick Aurelion Sol because back then the meta was mid lane Azir, and one of my counter to Azir was Aurelion Sol.
Top laner, and oh my god! That's Aurelion Sol.
Game 1 of mid-season invitational, and Aurelion Sol has arrived.
And no one actually played it, so I really wanted to show to the people that I am the first one who plays Aurelion Sol in a competitive.
Look at the size of that!
Oh my word! The center of the universe is Huhi.
I always kind of try to make the big Q. It is the biggest skill shot in League of Legends ever. So I was pretty proud that I tried to do that, but it didn't really do like that much compared to how cool it looks. And I'm just waiting for a moment that I can make a big Q and having a 5-man stun to instant burst. So that's something that I really want to get good at. I guess my favorite part of Aurelion Kid is obviously like his main damage source, which is his W and orbs. You really have to understand like how the physics works. The orbs will always spin counterclockwise, so that if there's an enemy on the north of you, then you hit the first orb, then the next orb is going to come over. And if you also move your champion to the left, it will have a better position, and it will also makes your orb hit it faster than if you just stand still. If there's a champion on the north again, you can probably flash on the left, and then 2 orbs will hit much faster than usual, and people usually don't expect those damage. When you play versus Aurelion Sol, it happened in Rock Tiger's game at 2016 Worlds. Prey didn't understood my damage or how much damage I can put in, and he just kind of tanked like 5 orbs or something and got one shot. You really do have to watch out the orbs, because obviously the orbs on Sol is the main source of damage. So if you can juke it, Sol is not going to do anything to you. The other favorite part of Aurelion Sol is obviously his E, which enables you to travel a long distance in a short time. That makes Aurelion Sol to be a roam champion. You usually always want to take the skill E, so that level 3, so that you can also get back to the lane faster. When you hit level 8, you also want to put 2 points on E, so that you can have more distance to travel. The difference is pretty significant on 1 point E and 2 points E, so after putting 2 points E, you have to max Q afterwards. Probably the movement speed is the most important factor on Aurelion Sol, even more than AP, because no matter how much AP you have, if you're not faster or if you cannot hit the orbs, you're not going to do any damage. So having movement speed quints is pretty good on Aurelion Sol, and having boots early, or tier 2 boots even early, is really good because you can chase people down, you can run away from someone, and always hit the orbs. Aurelion Sol is a champion that you actually consistently have to communicate with your team, talk about like when I have pressure, when I do not have pressure, so that I need help from side laners or jungler to get the vision or a mid, or like when I have pressure, if you guys can we dive bottom or top, like those kind of communication is needed.
I'm going to bottom right now.
Yeah.
I goes to right now. I comment it, okay?
CCs on the side lane also helps you a lot, because when you roam, you want to follow up CC so that you can guarantee kill someone right away, which makes you not waste your time, and which makes you even having a lead when you go back to the lane.
Huhi, level 1 roam!
Right down, Prey gets hit. Yes, it is the roam.
Back then when they banned Faker's LeBlanc, LeBlanc was, we can say that it was still a meta champion, so it was kind of banning for them, or they just picked it. So they're not really wasting a ban, but Aurelion Sol is just a lot more special because no one else in any LTS especially really plays him, and they're just kind of forced to ban one ban. So they usually waste a ban, and we just have a better draft from it. Aurelion Sol was my pocket pick because first he's my soulmate kind of as well, and also he makes me stronger on my own point, which is team plays, roaming, and also I look Aurelion Sol look better than other players as well. So kind of have a win-win relationship.